Tonight, the moon just isn't there. No explosion, no warning, it's just gone. What actually happens next, and how fast? The honest answer is, some things change almost immediately, others take millions of years, and a few commonly repeated claims about this aren't quite right. Let's go through it properly. Right now, the moon's gravity is the main driver of Earth's tides. Take it away, and tides don't vanish completely. The sun still pulls on the oceans too. But solar tides are only about 40% as strong as lunar ones, so tides would still happen, just dramatically smaller. That's a bigger deal than it sounds. Mudflats, salt marshes, and estuaries exist specifically because tides regularly flood and expose them. Shrink the tides, and those habitats start shrinking or shifting too. Tides also help drive ocean currents, which move warm and cold water around the planet. Weaker tides mean a less efficient system for redistributing heat, which, over time, could make regional climates less stable. And the most immediate change of all, at night, it's just darker. A lot darker. Even a crescent moon puts out more light than people usually give it credit for. Plenty of nocturnal predators actually rely on that faint moonlight to hunt. Take it away, and prey animals get a real advantage, while the predators that depend on moonlight struggle. Here's where it's worth correcting something you'll see repeated a lot, that Earth's days would quickly shrink to 6 or 8 hours. That's not really how this works. The moon's gravity has been slowing Earth's spin down, gradually, for billions of years. That's actually why our days keep getting very slightly longer over time. If the moon vanished, that slow braking effect would stop. But stopping a slowdown isn't the same as reversing it. Our day length wouldn't suddenly snap back to some faster ancient spin rate. It would just stop changing as quickly as it has been. Same goes for Earth's tilt and its seasons. This one doesn't fall apart overnight either, but it's not stable forever, and that's where things get more uncertain. Right now, the moon actually helps stabilize Earth's tilt against the gravitational tug of other planets, especially Jupiter, the solar system's heavyweight. Without the moon acting like a stabilizer, that tilt could start wandering much more over millions of years. Estimates vary. Some studies suggest it could swing anywhere from nearly 0 degrees to over 80, but the exact range is still actively debated among scientists, not a settled number. A wildly swinging tilt means wildly swinging seasons, some regions baking under constant sun for extended stretches, others locked into deep cold, then the pattern shifting again. For agriculture and ecosystems built around predictable seasons, that kind of long-term instability would be a serious problem, just one that unfolds over an almost unimaginably long timescale, not a single bad year. Set the deep science aside for a second. Humans have built a lot around the moon, too. Calendars, religious observances, and cultural traditions across basically every civilization in history have used lunar cycles for timekeeping. Some holidays, tide tables, and fishing schedules would need to be rebuilt from scratch. On the flip side, astronomers would actually love this. Without the moon's glow, the night sky would be darker and far better for observing faint stars and galaxies. So it's not purely bad news across the board, just deeply disruptive, on very different timelines depending on what you're looking at. So, to actually answer the question, some effects, dimmer nights, weaker tides, confused nocturnal animals, would show up almost immediately. Others, a genuinely unstable axial tilt, wild seasonal swings, would take millions of years to fully play out. And at least one popular claim about this scenario needed a correction along the way. Also worth saying clearly, this isn't something anyone needs to actually worry about. The moon isn't going anywhere on any timescale that matters to us. That's your OHpedia for today. If this made you go, I never knew that, share it with someone whose brain you like.